from 2023, and so far we're in November, and I feel like this year these are the best eyeshadow in my opinion. This is not an eyeshadow palette, but technically is, if that makes sense. This is a face palette, but I love these shadows or these blushes to use them as an eyeshadow. This one is by Patrick Ta. It's called Major Holiday Face Palette. This is the packaging, super cute, pink fuchsia case. And here comes 4 like shimmer, sparkles, how you wanna call it, shadows, and they're gorgeous. I wouldn't recommend you to use them on their own. It's better if you pop some matte shadows or any other shimmer shadows and apply this on top. They kind of like glide on your eyelid. I do have a matte eye look today. Sorry, the car's outside. I do have a matte look, and I apply some of these sparkles like this one. These 2 are my favorite of this palette. And I apply a little bit of, well, a lot of this one today on top, on the center of my eyelids. I do have 2 cream blushes. They're not my favorite. This one is like has zero pigment. This cream blush over here, zero pigment. Then is this one right here, which is very pigmented, but I don't know, it kind of turned ashy. Including this blush over here, it turned ashy quick. If you are maybe light skin, it will work amazing for you. If you are like, dark skin all the way to this skin, it can turn ashy in your skin. This blush is what I have as a blush on my face today. I do really like, it's a face palette like I say, but I feel like it's one of the best palette of 2023. It's just I would prefer if the cream blushes will be more pigmented, in the light blush, the light powder blush. Other than that, I do really like this palette a lot. I love the shimmer sparkle shades to put them in the center of the eyelid or in the teardrop or in the brow bone sometimes, or even on top of the lips, which I don't have it today, but I've been playing a lot with this and I feel like this is a very good palette. Another palette I want to show you that is in the second place is also by Patrick Ta. This one, Major Dimension, their matte eyeshadow palette. I do love this palette. I feel like it's so beautiful. I tried a few times when I first received it and I kind of hate it because the cool shades, I don't know why were the cool shade, but they were my favorite, in my opinion. I was like, what is the problem with these cool shades? No, it's not that the colors on the bottoms are cool. It's just the issue was like some of the shadows were gravitating more to one side of the crease, so it was looking like not patchy, but it was like it was. There were some shadows that were in some certain areas, and I was upset and annoyed about that. I do love the cream shadows. This black shadow is not my favorite because it's immigrate to some areas. If you apply them on the lower lash line, it immigrate real quick underneath. Doesn't matter how much time you spend setting it with this black shadow. This type of neutral shades on the top and warm shades. These are what I have on my eyes today. On top are the sparkles, and I do love this look for every day. I think it's gorgeous. I feel like this palette is very good, and it's in this position because these 2 last palette I feel like they are in the bottom, like in the position of the video. They're not that great, but they're very good. This is a very, very good palette. I do love it for every day. I love that it comes with a beautiful mirror, and it comes with 1 bronzer, 1 blush, and a highlighter. So subtle, so gorgeous for every day. I love the matte shadows, the satin shimmer shadows. They're not kind of like shimmer, they're like satin, and they glide on your eyelid. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette. It's amazing. And the shadows, wow, I'm just obsessed with this palette. I feel like it's gorgeous. I tried it a few times and I feel like it's one of the best eyeshadow palette that came outside. I feel like this is one of the best eyeshadow that came out in 2023, so I'm so happy to have it in my collection. I really, really love this palette. I feel like it has everything. It has blushes, it has shadows. I mean, you cannot go wrong. This palette is Italian Spritz and it's by Too Faced. I feel like this palette is amazing. I do love these shadows, in my opinion. I love how easy and effortless the shadows are, the shimmers, they're very soft. The mattes are like not lackluster, but the pigmentation is very thin, if that makes sense. It's just like, it's if these are the type of shadows that are very easy to blend on your eyes. So I guess they didn't, the pigmentation is not that strong, but it blends so well. It's perfect for every day to get ready. I love those shimmers, metallic shades. They're so beautiful. You have no idea. I fell in love with these two shadows over here. They're like my favorite when it comes about the matte shadows. The shimmers, oh, they're so pretty for the inner tierra. Don't even get me started. These shadows are like butter, the mattes, and the shimmers, oh, they apply so beautiful on the eyelid. This is a very beautiful palette by Too Faced, and I'm so happy to have it in my collection. The next palette is by Tarte, and this one called Man Eater Volume 3. I saw this palette and I fell in love immediately. I love this type of neutral shades for every day to get ready. I feel like this palette you can carry in your purse, ready to go out of the door. You can always retouch your makeup. I mean, it's a beautiful palette, and it's very subtle. It doesn't have like a black shadow, but it has like this beautiful deep chocolate brown, which it creates, you can create some depth, you can create some subtle beautiful like sultry look. And I do love this palette. I love the mirror too. I love how compact and great is to carry on this on my purse, like I say, and just get ready and be out of the door. Another palette that I feel like is very good that came in 2023 is this Mini Xenon by Natasha Denona. Sorry, the packaging looks like this. I recently got this palette and I've been using it non-stop. I was expecting like a black shadow because I love black shadows, and this is more like a gray silver, eyeshadow palette. They look kind of black, but they're not black. It's like they turn to a bluish dark shadow, if that makes sense. This palette is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I feel like this is a black matte shadow, but it's like a off black, if that makes sense. Almost turned into gray. So I was kind of disappointed because I couldn't find my black eyeshadow, but it is what it is. The palette is amazing. I do really like it. I tried this one in the Huda Beauty, the newest Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, the Crunch eyeshadow palette, I think called Crunch, something like that. And this is my favorite from those two eyeshadow palette. I totally recommend you this one if you're looking for smoky eye. Find another black shadow in your collection because here you're not gonna find it. But other than that, the shades are amazing. You can create some stunning looks. This palette is a must-have, and I'm so happy that I have it in my collection. Another palette I want to show you that I feel like is very nice, and it came in 2023. Sadly, the shadows doesn't work for my eyes. Some of these mustardy colors. This is the Jacka palette by Natasha Denona. I love the packaging. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I'm going to show you. These are the shadows, and absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the shimmer metallic shades. They apply in glaze on the eyelid. So beautiful. The matte, some of the shadows or the matte work for me, but colors like this one, like this mustardy kind of brown colors, they don't really work for my skin tone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue using this palette because I love it, and I'm gonna pair it with this palette in Natasha Denona. I Need a New. I feel like I'm gonna continue pairing with this one because I love this palette. I was very disappointed when I got this palette. I was feeling like there was something missing. I wasn't quite happy. I don't know, and maybe because it's a new eyeshadow palette. I don't know what it was. I felt like some of the shadows were like kind of lackluster. I don't know. There was something missing. But now I like to pair these two palettes together. The Yaka and the new eyeshadow palette by Natasha Denona. This is a very good palette. I tried after that day many times, and it's been working amazing for me. I love to get ready in the morning using these shadows, and you're ready to go out of the door. Like the look I had with Patrick Ta shadow palette, I can create it with this palette. I feel like these shadows are very, very beautiful, and it's one of those, if you're looking for a new eyeshadow palette that you can get ready, it's not messy, you can definitely go with this one. It's a must-have. I got this palette by Mel Cosmetic and this one called Bad Size Zodiac. This one is Earth. This palette is small, it's very compact, it has a lot of product. The shadows are like a small pan, but let me tell you, it is a very good pigmented eyeshadow palette. You can see right there, it's so pigmented, so beautiful. The shadows are amazing. I do really like this palette. I feel like it's, it's a must-have. I've been seeing this palette for months at Sephora, like online, and it's on sale. If you see it, grab it. I totally recommend you this palette. It's amazing. The next eyeshadow palette I want to show you is also by Mel Cosmetic and it's called Bad Size Zodiac in the shade of in the name Air. The other one was Earth. This one is Air. I love how purpley the packaging is. The shadows are amazing. Look, they're very pigmented. Again, the pans are smaller. You saw the one before, but this is very pigmented. This is a must-have eyeshadow palette. I do love the quality of these little palettes, and I feel like, wow, I'm so happy to have it in my collection. It's one of the best things that Mel, I don't know, Mel seems like didn't do very well with this palette, or it did well, but maybe Sephora didn't because Sephora having it on sale. I keep seeing it. I love this one. I didn't grab the Mint eyeshadow palette by Mel. It is one by Mel Cosmetic that I'm so happy that came this year. This one called, what is the name of this one? Electric. And this is the packaging. It's so beautiful. Mel Cosmetic with this long eyeshadow palettes. It's so pigmented. You have no idea. It's so pigmented. It's like, wow, look at that. It's just, wow, it's beautiful, The shimmers, metallic shades, they're so gorgeous. They look stunning on the eyelid. Stunning. I love the matte shadows in love with them. And this gold shade remind me of a shadow that Pomegranate has. I just love this palette. I feel like the quality is amazing. Mel improved so much their formula, and I'm so happy to have this palette in my collection. I feel like it's one of those palettes that is like the best thing that came out this year, Another eyeshadow palette that is also my favorite is this one by Mel Cosmetic and called Dark Matter. This is the packaging. You can see right there how pretty. So reflecting with the light. Gorgeous. And the shadows, I was disappointed because they were very tiny, the size, like super, super tiny. But let me tell you, this palette is fire. It's a beautiful, like everyday neutral eyeshadow palette. I love to get ready with this palette in the morning. I'm so careful that I don't like dig so much in the shadows because I don't have any kickback in there, but I don't want to like run out of these shadows, if that makes sense, because that's how good they are, So I love to apply them on my eyelid. I'm just obsessed with this palette. I feel like it's so gorgeous and it's so tiny, but it's beautiful. The looks I can create with this neutral eyeshadow palette, amazing. The palette I want to show you that is also amazing that came out this year is this one by Tarte. This is Man Eater, and this one is Nightfall Man Eater. It's kind of messy because I've been using it so much. So sorry about that. Let me remove the plastic divider. The shadows, gorgeous. I have nothing else to say. I love like the texture of the shadows. I love the quality of Tarte shadows, Every brand has like a type of formula. And this is one of the best eyeshadow palette by Tarte. I'm obsessed. I love these shadows. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful. And this is a perfect palette. It has cool tone, it has warm tone, it has neutral. I love it. I feel like you have everything here, and I love the big mirror too. The shadows are amazing. They blend so well. The shimmer metallic shades are like delightful. I swear, love this formula so much. And I hear a YouTuber talking really bad about this palette. I was kind of sad because I was like, not sad, but I was like, what's wrong with her? Like, what is she talking about this palette? This palette is amazing. I love the packaging. I love the shadows inside. I don't really care so much about packaging when the product is great. You know what I mean? This palette, I'm so happy that I have it in my collection. I'm so happy that Tarte came with this palette. I really, really like it. Okay, the next palette I want to show you that I got recently and I've been using it non-stop is this one by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is Cosmos. When this palette came out this year, I really wanted it for so long, but there was no money for that. So I'm like, I'm just gonna save for the sale. So I finally got it in the sale and I've been using it non-stop. I love the shadows. This is Cosmos again by Anastasia Beverly Hill. I create a couple of looks with this palette. The shadows are amazing. The mattes have no kickback. They blend so well. You can go light, you can go dark, quick. The shimmer metallic shades are amazing. They're stunning. I love this color. I love this one. I love this one. I love all of them. The mattes are amazing. I have love for all of them, all the shadows in this palette. I feel like it's a great palette. I'm so happy to have it. Another palette I want to show you that I'm so happy that I have in my collection and that I got recently in the Sephora sale is this one by Danessa Myrick. I love the packaging. It's so beautiful. You can see how colorful and gorgeous. This one is Danessa Myrick Lightwork Volume 5 I Am Palette. These are the shadows. You can see how beautiful and like gorgeous that looks. They have like these beautiful sparkles. I don't know how to describe it, but it's the texture. I love them. I love how they glide on the eyelid. They're very powerful, and this palette is so strong that it's like you can use it for every day if you go very little, but if you apply too much, it can get dramatic real quick, you know. This is a very beautiful palette. The only complaint I have about this palette is like it was made in China, so she say I read in her website that this palette it lasts only 1 year. That means you gotta use these shadows because it can go bad after a year, you know. So that was kind of annoying because usually, so the other palette I don't know, she made it in Italy before. Yeah, I really, and it still works amazing. The Lightwork Volume 4, this one, that is the Volume 5. It say that you only last 1 year. So it's like you're spending that kind of money. Well, I bought in the sale, but it's like you're spending that kind of money. You expect that the shadow's gonna at least last you a couple of years, like VCR, Natasha Denona, or Pomegranate. Another palette I'm so happy that I have in my collection is this one by Anastasia Beverly Hill. This is for romance, and this palette, like my holy grail. Holy grail. I love the shadows. They're so gorgeous. I swear, so gorgeous. I love this metallic shade. Oh, you can create some stunning eye looks with this palette. My god, and the mattes are amazing. My favorite mattes here are this one, that one, and this one. This one not so much, but I love all the shimmer metallic shades. I love them. I love the quality of this palette. Zero kickback. The shadows, very gorgeous, very easy to work. And my number one eyeshadow palette of 2023, I have to give it to the Pat McGrath Lab Model Sheet Sunlit Seduction. Yeah, you will say, yeah, but it's kind of nothing interesting compared with the other model sheets. But to me, it is. I do have all the model sheet by Pat McGrath, and let me tell you, this palette is very unique, and I'm very, very happy to have it in my collection. I'm so happy. You know, the packaging, I love it. I love these four shadows over here. They're so pigmented. They are gorgeous. They blend so well. These mattes like butter. I love the brown bone shade. I love it for the inner too. I love this as a satin shimmer shade for the eyelid when I feel like I want kind of more neutral, rosy, kind of like bronzy eye look. Subtle. I kind of go with this type of shadows over here. And this one in the brown bumper very little because it's very powerful. But these four, I mean, I gotta tell you, the squads are amazing. I feel like this palette is gorgeous. I'm in love with them, especially with this one. This one is my favorite. I wish to have this shadow like, you know, single. It's amazing. That's how much I love this palette and the shadow. I love them so much. This is one of the best things that came out this year. All this palette, but these are my holy grail eyeshadow palettes. I'm so happy to have this palette in my collection, and I feel like this is the best that came out this year. And if you pick any of this palette, you won't go wrong. Let me tell you, they are amazing. amazing formula. Every brand had their own uniqueness, and that's awesome. And I'm so happy that I have these ones on my collection. And then my Holy Grail, I use them non-stop. And yeah, I just love them. So let me know which one is your favorite palette of the year, and see you in the next video. Okay, bye.